Okay, now we're going to start the class with chapter 11, which is communication. We've been studying communication for a couple of days now. So basically you already know the meaning of communication. But before we start with that, Kalista, can you tell me what is communication?
Yeah, sure. Communication is like simply the act of transferring information from one place, person, or like a group to others. Like every communication involves one sender, a message, and a recipient. That's what I know.
Okay, thank you. So the other day we also talked about non-verbal communication. So Nico, can you tell me please what is non-verbal communication?
Communicating without sending messages like talking.
Okay, we also watch a video on non-verbal communication. Can you please explain a bit what kind of, the types of communication that the girl mentioned in the video the other day? Yesterday, for Nico.
There are gestures, postures, and then there's the we can also use text messages, and then yeah, those are the ones.
Anybody else can help Nico? Nico already mentioned some.
Show expression, emojis, I guess.
Thank you, Wesley. Kenrich? Okay.
Expression.
Expression. Okay. Anything else? Okay. What about non-verbal communication? The functions of non-verbal communication. There were like 4 of them. You still have your notes there? Danish, can you tell me what they are?
Expression,
Mm-hmm.
and then hugging and holding hands, interpersonal.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
I only got 2, Miss.
You got 2.
Yeah.
Now, how about Kenrich?
I only know verbal communication and one more, something at adjustment.
Okay. Yeah. Still, because Danish said 2, maybe.
Is it one? Last one's interaction adjustment.
Yeah, that's interaction. Very good. Yeah, but there's one more that she mentioned. It's about lying. What about lying? Yeah. Okay. And different countries have different meaning for gestures. Yeah. Since I don't know, I'm used to talk with my hands. Yeah, or hand. Why? Because if you're not from here, I don't know in Indonesia, I don't know Indonesian people, do they have a lot of gestures when they talk with their hands? Do they do that, Kalista? The Indonesian,
Depends actually. Like
what we are saying.
people, like they usually talk
Okay.
while their hands can't keep quiet. Like they will
Okay.
keep on moving around.
Okay. Now, different countries have different meaning. That's why we have to be careful with our hands gestures. Okay, so we have to know where we place them. Okay, so is nonverbal communication possible, Ray?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay, so
Yes.
explain please.
It's possible because there are lots of ways of communicating, like um, hand gesture, sign language, yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, and Danish also mentioned something yesterday. Okay, what was one of them, Danish? Danish is so quiet there in this class. Come on, Danish, participate more.
Yeah, writing.
Handwriting, yeah. So you communicate with people, because sometimes, for example, I like to communicate with, for example, with Darren. I don't know, Darren is still having internet problem.
No.
Are you still having an internet problem? Because I cannot see you, yeah, Darren. Okay.
Yeah.
And some people feel comfortable texting. They express more. They don't want to do it face to face because they feel uncomfortable. They feel better in expressing by texting. Why is that? Anybody knows? You don't know? Kenrich doesn't know? Anybody? How about you, Nico? Do you feel better face to face, like talking to me right now? Or you better write to me?
Yeah, it's easier. It's faster face to face.
So
You're
you
just
like it
talking to
better
me.
face to face.
Yeah.
Some people like to express it, like maybe via phone or writing. Some people are like that, yeah, because people have different ways, yeah, in expressing how they feel, yeah. Okay, and we have to respect that also. Okay, some people are straightforward, some people are shy, that's why they wrote it, or some have their own diary writing it, yeah. Okay, now and then today I will share more about this. We're gonna brainstorm about the communication further, so can you see it, so you can understand more about the topic. Can you see it, guys?
Yes, we
All
Yeah.
can.
right,
Yes,
thank you.
miss.
All right, in
Yeah,
here, communication. Okay, I'm communicating with you or to you all in one language where you all can understand me, right? Yeah, if I talk to you in French, in here, bonjour, hola, ciao, salami, salam, guten tag, hello. So in here, there's French, there's Spanish, there's Italian, and there's German. If I talk to you in one of those languages, do you think you will understand from the beginning until the end?
No.
No, right? So that's why I'm communicating with you in a language where you can understand. And if I'm communicating with you in a different language, then I will use what? My what?
Hands.
Hands. Yeah, not only hands, body language. Yeah, maybe my head or hands or whatsoever. Yeah. Next. Now, again, we have discussed about this. What is communication? Kalista already explain to us what it is. So it is essential. We need to communicate with one another everywhere we go. Okay, if you don't communicate with people in your class, Wesley, what will people think?
mm, about lonely guy, I guess.
A lonely guy? A lonely guy. What do you mean by that? If you don't communicate with your friends in the classroom.
Maybe they will feel that I'm weird because I
Okay.
don't communicate because normal humans communicate
Yeah.
and they think that I am a bit yeah
Introvert, the word.
yeah introverted and lonely guy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some people are introverts. Some people like to, you know, be alone, feel alone. Sometimes, yeah, it's okay. We all need our space. That's why one of the communication nonverbal is having your own space. We all need that. You have your own room, for example. That's your personal space. Yeah. Okay. That's for example. Yeah. So, what is communication? You already elaborate. How about this? Is Gary there? Oh, Gary's having internet problem. Oh, okay. Is Danish here still? Okay, Danish. What if, for example, a person who communicates a lot versus the person who doesn't talk much?
Like there are a lot of person who speaks a lot is energetic.
Yeah, okay. So, can you think of a person, don't mention the name, do you know a person who is very communicative?
Yeah, they
All right.
use a lot of body language as well when they're talking.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, that's
Okay, body languages. So, your friends at school or also maybe friends outside. Yeah. Okay, the next slide. So this is communication, as you can see. Yeah. You face to face with your partner or your friend or whoever. Yeah, it's like maybe I can ask Kenrich, what is communication for you? Can you, I mean, in here, can you read that for me?
Communication is the process of sending and receiving messages through verbal or nonverbal means.
Yeah, so verbal meaning what?
Verbal is like not talking, I think.
Talking. Yes. Non-verbal is
Is
by
talking. By
by
talking.
what? Huh?
Wait,
Non-verbal.
did I miss? Never mind.
What is verbal and non-verbal? Do you understand? No.
Verbal is when we talk directly, straight up, and non-verbal is like when you're using gestures and
Thank you. Very good. Yeah. Now, Ray, excuse me. Look at this. There's two people here. What do you call this? There's a name. Sender and a, what do you call it, Ray? Are you there, Ray?
can I
Yes,
answer?
miss. I am here, miss.
Yeah, please answer the
I'm
question,
here.
please. Please pay attention. There's sender and there is a, look at the slide.
Yes.
Huh? Look at this. There's sender and there is a, what is this I'm pointing at?
Receiver, a receiver.
Yes. If I'm talking to you, I am the,
So you are the sender,
so you are the,
receiver,
yeah, I'm sending you a message.
message,
Yeah. And you are receiving the
message.
message. For example, read this, Ray.
Your food smells delicious.
And then you said,
Thanks.
and then what does, I mean, what is he thinking?
He's thinking that he wants to try a bite.
Okay, like that. Yeah, do you understand? There's a sender and a receiver. Got it? Any questions on this?
No.
Okay, next page, I mean slide. Now, the most common ways to communicate. Gary, please read them for me.
Spoken words, visual images, body language, and written word.
Yes. Darren, the other say visual images, and then Danish said written word. Yeah. Spoken is the one we are doing now. Body language is, yeah, gestures. Yeah. So, what am I doing right now to you guys? Danish, can you tell me what I'm doing? Which communication, which I don't know, strategies right now am I using based on this?
spoken words. You're
Mm-hmm.
talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So some.
Just
So next, now types of communications, also one-way communication. Anybody can tell me what is the meaning of one-way communication? What does it mean, one-way communication?
When like they talk one by one, a
Mm,
person sends a text to the
mhm.
person, and then the person sends a text to the other person one by one.
Not quite, then it's nearly there. Anybody knows? Who can tell me one-way communication?
one person texting another person, just like
And
two
then,
people talking to each other.
no, nearly there. One more. Who can guess?
Is it One-way communication, like it's from the sender to the receiver, but nothing goes back in return.
Excellent. Yeah, wow, Kalista. Okay, it's like I'm talking to Kalista, but she's like, huh? She doesn't understand. So look at this picture. You see this picture? I'm blah, 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 blah. And you're like, what is she saying? Okay, that is one way. I'm only talking only from my side, from my point of view, and the receiver doesn't understand. Next, two-way communication. Now, this is the easy one. Two-way communication. Anybody?
Two people talking to each other.
Yes, thank you. Is that Gary or Kenrich talking?
Me.
Gary.
Gary sounds like Kenrich, you know. Okay, two-way communication. Thank you. Receiver and sender. Yeah, two-way. You understand what I'm saying, and then you reply. We talk to each other. Now, the last one. What is the last one, Kenrich?
One-to-many communication.
Do you know what that means?
Um, different types of communication.
Okay, so who else wants to guess? Maybe Ray wants to
Me,
guess. Oh,
me.
Darren, you're there. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, you're there. Okay, are you sure your internet is okay?
I think so, miss. But yeah, the
Okay, I
camera
hope,
problem is yeah
yeah,
still.
I hope you get the
Uh,
thing fixed well. Okay, what is one too many communication?
it's like information that is shared, for example, through TVs or like radio or any like that.
Yeah, like this picture, yeah. One
Yeah,
person is talking to.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, Darren is paying attention. Okay, so this is another type of communication. There's so many types of communication I already explained to you. Also the video and then the slides I've shared the other day and this one. Yeah. Any questions on this type of communication, guys?
No,
I don't know
miss.
my nose. Okay, thank you. Now, barriers to communication, meaning, huh? Look at this picture. What's happening in this picture, Ray?
Yes.
Yeah, what's happening here?
Hmm. The ah they do not. The first one doesn't understand. Above one doesn't understand each other. They have what called communication barrier from.
Yeah, because based on why they have communication barrier? Because of the
Because they have the way they communicate is different,
okay. Anything else?
or culture or language differences.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Now next, I want who wants to say about this one here? Anybody wants to say about this one? What's happening in this picture? This
Is he
boy.
like, is he studying? But then,
Mhm.
uh, social media's like, he's thinking about social media,
Yeah, very good. How do you know that, Nico? Because
the
there's
Twitter logo.
yeah the Twitter logo. Maybe this one is, I don't know if you can see that. What sign can you guess on this one?
Facebook.
Exactly, yeah. So he's thinking. So this one is which one? Which one of this? He is being, what do you call it?
Distracted.
Exactly, he's been distracted because he
Yeah.
said, I want to think about, chatting with my friends on Facebook, on Twitter. And then in this one, Ray, yeah, Ray said it's because of, what is it because of, Ray? Which one is this?
Language or cultural differences.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So barriers to communication, there are others, but I'm just pointing out four. Yeah. The noise. Okay. So if it's noisy where you live, yeah, where you're studying or whatsoever, or outside when we talk or when we hang out with your friends, uh, or yeah, with whoever, I cannot communicate well to you guys because it's what? It's noisy. Yeah. Okay. and you be like, what did you say? Sorry, miss, or sorry, or whoever you're talking to. Yeah. So now I want you to give me example of language differences, cultural differences. Can you give me example on this? Somebody? A
Like when
setting?
you go to another country to travel, it's gonna be
Mhm.
hard to communicate to the people
Yes, exactly. Great.
because we speak
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Have you ever traveled to a place where you have trouble in communicating with people, Danish? Oh, yeah.
Probably China and Japan.
Okay. So you had barriers in communicating with them. So what did you do to communicate well with them?
Um, I I try to find people who can speak English,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and I use
If
a
there's none,
translator.
what do you do if there's none?
I go with my instincts and just walk.
Okay. All right. You don't use dictionary or sign language or body language or your mobile phone. Sometimes now there's like an app, whatever language you say, and then do that. Did you do that, or you were like thinking, nah?
I use the internet.
Okay. Or dictionary, yeah, something like that. But the writing is different, right? If you use dictionary, okay. Maybe they have the one in English. Next, poor listening skill. Who can help me with that? Anybody? Poor listening skill. Maybe Wesley, help me with this. Poor listening skill. Give me
Yeah,
example.
like you cannot understand what people say, even though the people already say it very clearly, but you still cannot understand.
Could be anybody else?
Deaf people.
This is Gary. Or deaf people. Okay. Anybody else? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, poor listening skill. Yeah, meaning you have like a poor listening skill that you need to pay attention. Yeah, not because you're deaf or something like that might be, but poor listening skill because you are like the next one here. Yeah, okay. You need to pay attention to what's happening around you so you know. Okay, so you listen properly, not because of maybe you have problems, but poor listening skill is because you don't pay attention much. Okay, you're wandering somewhere else, you're doing something else. Okay, now the last one is distraction. Who can help me with the last one?
When let's say when you try to do dishes, but then you get distracted because you're playing games, or like you want to play games in your
Oh, playing
mind.
game. All right, yes, thinking playing games. Do you play a game, games a lot, Nico, at home?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. It's as long as you can manage your time, because sometimes you want to have, away from everything, and then you want to entertain yourself, right? Okay, but you have to know your limitation, okay? Because it's a distraction. Oh my gosh, I have to do this, and then you might break plates or whatsoever that you are doing. Yeah, thank you. Next one. This is the last thing that we're going to do today. Can you read the quote?
We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak.
Okay, from who?
Epictetus, a Greek philosopher.
All right. Now, how many questions? Two, four. There are five questions. Yeah. I want you, yeah, to prepare yourself, take notes. Yeah, what you think. Yeah, because if I ask you now, you'll be like, oh, miss, I'm not ready yet. Because I'm gonna ask you one by one later on to answer these questions. Agree? Yeah.
The next meeting or like today?
Sorry, Kalista?
during the next meeting or today?
Now,
Oh,
before we finish, okay? You have to answer all these 5 questions, all of you. Yeah, and I'm gonna cross check and I'm gonna ask one by one, what you think of this quote. Do you agree? And when we communicate, la la la, what are the qualities of blah blah blah? What problems might occur, blah blah blah. Understood, everybody? And then you might ask,
Yeah.
Miss, where do we write this? Just get a piece of paper, just write it down. Miss, can I write in using what's up to you, as long as you feel comfortable in answering this. Okay, now it's 12, quarter past. I give you only, I'm sorry, not that much time. 10 minutes or 5 minutes? 5 minutes, is that enough, guys? Is 5 minutes enough?
Can I go to the toilet, miss?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes, yeah. Okay,
Go to the toilet, miss?
who wants to go to the toilet?
Obviously.
Wesley. Okay, so Wesley, come back quickly because you have 5 minutes to answer these questions. Got it? You guys answer these questions and explain
Copy.
why. All right, start doing it now, please. 1 minute, yeah. Yep, it's 12:20, guys. So we have to finish this quickly because we're going to have a break time at 12:30. Or before that, we have to finish it. Yes, so the quote is from a Greek philosopher. He said, "We have two ears, one mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." I can see here first. Oh, Nico, what does the quote mean to you, according to you? There's no right or wrong here. We're just brainstorming here.
It means that when we listen more than we speak.
Okay, that's your point of view. Okay. How about you, Kalista? What does the quote mean to you?
Listening is so important. Therefore, after we listen, then we know what to answer.
How about you, Kenrich?
We are created with two ears because we are meant to listen and respect the one who's speaking.
Okay, now from Nico, Kalista, and Kenrich, do you agree with this statement, with this quote? Why and why not? Starting Nico first.
I agree, but not everyone can listen, right? There's some people may be deaf and stuff, but yeah, it's I agree with it.
Okay, Kalista, explain also why.
I agree with it because like we should respect people by listening to their opinion as well. And therefore, after we listen, then we can answer. Without listening, then we don't know anything.
Okay, very good, Kenrich.
I also agree.
Mm-hmm.
Same reason,
Mm-hmm.
both of them.
Okay, your opinion, your own opinion. Don't say, "Oh, the same." I don't like that. Come on, have your own opinion.
Okay, we must respect them. That's why.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, for Wesley, Darren, and Gary, I will ask you this third one. When we communicate, what is more important, listening or talking, based on your perspective? Yeah. Okay. Wesley, starting from you.
I mean, for me, it's talking because listening is a must.
Mm-hmm.
So if you listen but you didn't talk, it's just the same thing. So listening is a must, and then you talk. So I think talk is. I mean, listening is more important. So yeah,
So which one, listening or talking? You said talking.
listening.
Okay. So listening is more important, yeah, for you, yeah. You already explained why. Yeah. Okay, Darren, how about you?
Listening.
Okay, explain.
Because without you listening, you don't know what they're talking about, and you can probably misunderstand if you're not listening. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Gary.
In my opinion, both of them are important
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
because
Tell me why.
if someone is talking, we don't listen. Ya gitu. And if someone is talking, we don't listen. Listening is more important.
So which one? Both or listening? I'm confused now. Which one, Gary? Just relax. Just tell me, so I can. You're trying to communicate with me, like like we have studied before. I'm, the receiver. I'm trying to understand what is the sender is talking. So what are you trying to tell me? Which one?
Uh, when we need to listen, we listen. But if it's our turn to talk, we talk.
Yeah, so which one is important for you? What is your
Both.
opinion? Both. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. Next one, number 4. What are the qualities of a good communicator? Awan, Ray, and
Okay.
Danish, and yeah, Ray and Danish. Ray first.
A good communicator is when they can listen and speak properly, so they will be able to prevent any misunderstandings and make sure that the receiver would not feel
Okay,
threatened or
all right. Okay, how
yeah.
about you, Danish?
A good listener must not interrupt a person while they're speaking in the middle of their sentence.
It's good communicator.
Oh, I mean, yeah, good communicator, like they must not interrupt the person, and they must be friendly because people don't like talking to unfriendly people.
Okay, all right. Um, the last one, maybe Darren, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. The last one, what problems might occur when communicating with someone? Do you know? Can you explain?
Misunderstand.
Yeah, what problems might occur when communicating? Yes, misunderstanding. Okay, so if you misunderstood, meaning what's the problem there?
Uh, they can fight.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and then you might fight and cause problems. Yeah, and then you might think something else. Okay, negative thinking. Yeah. Okay, that's it. There's no time to do this because we have only 4 minutes. This is can you see this?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like a quick video. Yeah, I know we're running out of time, but this is a really fast about communication.
There's no sound on this.
At all. What's going on here? The answer is miscommunication. And in some form or another, we've all experienced it. It can lead to confusion, animosity, misunderstanding, or even crashing a multi-million-dollar probe into the surface of Mars. The fact is, even when face to face with another person in the very same room and speaking the same language, human communication is incredibly complex. But the good news is that a basic understanding of what happens when we communicate can help us prevent miscommunication. For decades, researchers have asked what happens
Okay, sorry guys, since we are running out of time. Yeah, so this video is basically about miscommunication, like Darren's explained just now, can cause a fight, right? So like the video said also something like that. So basically today we are learning about, what is it guys? What are we learning today?
Communication.
Communication, which include, one of them is,
Non-verbal communication.
and the video is about,
Miscommunication.
yeah,
Asian.
miscommunication and things like that. Okay, all right guys, that's it. Thank you, and that's it. It's break time. Have your break, and thank you for everything. Bye bye.
Thank you, miss. Bye, miss.
Bye.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you.
miss.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
miss.
Yeah.